Welcome to my channel where I take you on a journey through the intense world of Street Fighter 6. In this epic video, join me as I dive into the online ranked matches with the lightning fast Rashid, one of the most formidable fighters in the game. But before we jump into the action, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm still seeking players for the online tournaments. Subscribe to the channel for a chance to win $50 with every 50 new subscriber this channel gets. If you have your own YouTube channel, I will subscribe to your channel as well. Check out the community page to see the latest image poll, and stay informed with the announcement playlist on upcoming events, tournaments, raffles, and giveaways. Support the channel with any donation by texting the word donation to my cell phone number at 862-405-2191, and I will share the Cash App link with you. It's also the same number to enter into our raffles. Your support means a lot. Don't miss out on the electrifying battles, mind-blowing combos, and an epic comeback that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Subscribe to my channel now and hit that notification bell so you will never miss out on future intense Street Fighter 6 content. Join the community of passionate fighters and let's kick it up a notch together. Alright guys, here we go. So let's get into the story, right? It says here Rashid is the eldest son of an old Middle Eastern family who is traveling the world in search of a missing friend who has been kidnapped by Shadowloo. Now, Rashid's family, is used to the lost. Their lands to one of the secret society of ancestors by the Night Witch that's led by Gil as of the present. Now, in Street Fighter 5, it says here in the character story, prologue, embarkation. Rashid is eating in a Chinese restaurant with his servant, Azam, discussing how his friend has gone missing and how Shadowloo is involved. One of his friends online tells how they recently saw a man with a mark on his Shadowloo walking around, to which Rashid rushes to the lead of Birdie. Rashid questions Birdie about where the Shadowloo base is located, and Birdie responds with a fight. Rashid wins the fight and proceeds to ask Birdie about Shadowloo, to which Birdie responds that he left. Rashid then explains that the friend was working at the SIM lab before disappearing, with Birdie fully dismissing the person. He finally opens up, and when Azam starts to question him, he hits a nerve, revealed that Birdie had told Rashid and Azam. It says here he later talks to his friend online again, and one of them, a person named Maya, Crimson Viper, tells him to fight Ryu in order to see if he can take on Shadowloo. She gives him the coordinates to the location and also warns him not to get heavily involved with Shadowloo. Rashid and Azam find Ryu, who is with Goken, as the former introduces himself as a hero who travels the world, Goken's Wonder. Now, he wonders why a hero like Rashid comes here. Rashid wants to test his mental by challenging Ryu. He takes a fighting stance, but Ryu does not jump into the fight. Rashid finds this very odd, as the source has stated that doing so will cause Ryu to immediately fight. He asks Ryu if he is not up to the fight, to which Ryu accepts his challenge. Rashid and Ryu proceed to fight, but Ryu pulls off a Shoryuken and defeats Rashid in a single blow. Rashid accepts his defeat, and they both have a friendly handshake after the fight. Rashid is happy that he will have a great story to tell everyone in his hometown, and he is grateful that he was able to learn more about his own skills. Rashid and Azam promptly depart. After his defeat, Azam asks him whether or not he will continue to search for his friend. Rashid responds that he will not stop his research, and as he realized something important to him in this fight with Ryu, he felt something in Ryu's fist about his passion to keep moving forward. Rashid decides to save his friend from Shadowloo even if he is alone in his journey. He asks Azam if he is coming along with him, in which Azam replies that he will indeed go with him to save his friend from the grasp of Shadowloo. Now, Shadaloo, man, that's a crazy organization that Bison built. So everything always somehow leads up to them. Everything. Now it says here in other character story appearances, right? It says a prologue, a red omen. Rashid and Azam encounter Zangief and Mr. Mika during the Zangief character story, right? It says Azam is revealed to be an adversary, an advisor of the group known as Muscle Soul Fighters Club, of which Zangief and Laura are part of. Rashid the nucleus to meet the famous wrestler and awe at his muscularity. This prompts Zangief to have a friendly match with Rashid, who is a very hesitant but reluctantly fights anyways after he is challenged by Mika, to which he tries to make his way out of. The two of them unseen match. Their fight ends with Zangief and Azam telling the two about the spirits and how it's permanent to their personally. Now in the prologue, the path of Yogi, in Dalsim character story, Rashid and Azam meet up with the yoga master in India. Now it says, man, these birds are going crazy upstairs. Okay, in Dalsim's character story, Rashid and Azam meet up with the yoga master in India. He requests us to have a fight with Dalsim, Adam, that he will improve on his skills by learning yoga from their match. He is seemingly not victorious and laments on the fact that he could learn yoga from one quick match. Before he leaves, he asks Dalsim if he has seen his friend, to which the yoga master replies that he did not. He thanked him and he leaves with Azam. Okay, so now we get into G's character story. Now it says here, Rashid watches G on a video who made an announcement of being the president of Earth and creates an open challenge. Rashid was eventually defeated by G due to his powerful fighting. Now, and also reveals that he manages to help him get more views on FootTube. Now, FootTube, I like that. They can't say YouTube because they're not sponsoring them, so they go to FootTube. I wonder if that shit's real now. I'm gonna have to Google that shit. You never know, man. Now, at some point in a At some point in a Shadow Falls, Rashid defeats the two Shadowloo soldiers that are holding Lei Feng captive and asks where the missing friend is. Lei Feng points out to the different directions of Rashid, then leaves, promising that he will escape with her after he retrieves his friend. Rashid does not find his friend but encounters Fangs, and he walks out the building with Lei Feng, pointing out that Fang sees that Rashid is holding on to Chase piece, and Rashid offers to trade the piece for his friend as a trade-off. But Fang ignores him and immediately challenges to a fight that ends in Rashid being knocked out and Fang taking the piece anyways. Later on, Rashid received information from Helen about the piece that is controlled by the Black Moon. In a ravaged New York, Rashid and Azam encounter Chun-Li, Guile, Cammy, and Nash. As Nash fights Guile, Rashid introduces himself and announces that he will be taking Chun-Li's piece. Then he defeats her as Azam holds off Cammy. Oh, I would like to see that fight. Azam and Cammy like a full-out, blown-out fight. That would be cool. Cammy, to prevent the interference of Rashid, apologizes but notices that Nash has defeated Guile and has taken Guile's piece. Nash escapes before Rashid can give chase, so Rashid flies off with Azam in self-generated tornado. Later on, he and Azam are in Russia after being told that to meet Helen at the underground arena. And they notice that Nash has walked in as well. Helen comes out and reveals herself as Yuri and then arrives. Yuri decides to test the fighting ability of Helene and other recruits and challenge the started Rashid. The two of them fight, and Rashid calls off the fight after being overwhelmed by Yuri's powerful kicks. Threatened to kill Rashid if he won't fight seriously, and Azam steps in to defend him. But Helen stops, and then the conflict explains that Shadowloo's plan to use us, the Black Moons, and her plans to foil that plot. She points out that Rashid wants to find his friend, which garners his interest and convinces him to join. Rashid agrees, but he amuses is going to risk his life. He wants to know who she really is before Colin can answer. Urine appears suddenly and cruelly berates her for having a secret meeting in a place of considering a dump. Now it says here Urine and then shows interest in Charlie and engages him in a fight to see if he is more than a mere puppet. After overpowering him, and Urine decides to kill him off on a whim. However, before he could strike, Rashid steps in to stop him, grabbing the disciplined arm, the disciple's arm, and saying that he is done. That's enough. Urine becomes outraged that this commoner, like Rashid, dares to touch him, and threw him off. As Rashid reflected before fighting could assume, Colin got between them and arranged forgiveness. Now it says here Rashid and Azan visit the Kanazuki estate to see Karen, who is offended by their trespassing and calls Rashid a guest without any manners. Rashid asks her for a piece that she tells him she has earned it. By defeating her in a fight which she wins, Karen restrains Rashid and he surrenders. Then he escapes her hold and promises her that he will never use the piece for evil before leaving with Azan. I don't know, bro. Rashid seems like a powerful character, but I'm hearing he keeps losing a lot in all his matches, like with all these people. Now, Rashid and Azan found Nash feeling defeated after his failed attempt on Bison's life. That was dumb. Can't go after Bison, my dude. Rashid opens up to him about his missing friend, which in turn helps Nash regain his conscience. However, Recall found that the three of them and gave chase until they caught up to Karen's helicopter and escaped to the casino estate. After Nash is cured, able, the three of them left to regroup with Helen after a short argument between Nash and Helene. Rashid and Azan follow him into the final assault on the Shadowloo base. When Rashid enters the computer room, he was there to be met in riddles. Damn guys, it looks like I ran out of time. I won't be able to finish Rashid's whole story, but enjoy the ending of Street Fighter 6 of
but
Rashid.
I'm also known as
See you guys on
Rashid
the
of the
next time.
Turbulent Wind and the Soaring Eagle of the Desert. You can pick whichever you like. They both sound pretty good to me. A while back, I got myself in a little... bad choice of words. It wasn't little. I got myself caught up in something big. I lost a close friend in the process, but I also helped take down a gigantic criminal organization. Long story short, there was a global tier terrorist attack in the works, but we managed to stop it. In the thick of it all, I came face to face with tons of top fighters. Some I fought alongside, and some of them I had to butt heads with. But that's how life goes. Up until that point, you could say that I went wherever the wind took me. But everything that happened got me thinking about my future, my own path in life. What I want to do. And what only I can do. And then it hit me. Travel the world. Seek out top-class fighters. And then vlog all our awesome fights! I mean, think about it. There are plenty of strong fighters out there. But only cool, flashy moves like mine have the mass appeal to pull in those viewers and subscribers. So, I busted out the wallet and got a new camera. And I'm just about to get this party started. Now, next up, my informants told me that there was a certain legendary fighter around here somewhere. Man, I'm so excited! I'm gonna get some awesome footage.
It's been a while.
Yeah. I came here for a rematch, Ryu. Will you do me the honor?
Of course.
Would you believe it? As soon as my battle with Ryu began, the thought of filming the whole thing didn't even cross my mind. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it was like only the fight mattered. Just a pure desire to fight with no distractions. It gave me something to think about. I might end up being like that someday. No videos, no streaming, no distractions. Nothing but the fight. One day, I might walk down a similar path. That said, I just bought this thing, so I guess I've got to get my money's worth. Next up, battle videos taken from a drone camera.
Thanks for playing. Congratulations!
Don't forget to subscribe!